Hey YouTube, today we're going to be talking about removing your governor. So, if you want to remove your governor, don't bypass it, completely remove it from the engine. Because if you bypass it, it can explode and it can wreck your engine, then you'll be screwed. So let's get started. So, if you want to remove your governor, here's your governor gear. It's a centrifugal gear. See? The faster the engine spins, the counterweights will fling out and push on that, and that will keep the governor arm holding the throttle at a certain position. Then as your engine gets a load put on it, it will slow down and it will close the weights a little bit, and it will allow more throttle to open for the engine to maintain what you have set it at. So, to remove your governor, you'll need a punch. First thing you need to do, I've stripped my engine block down because it needed some work done to it, so you'll need to break loose your flywheel, take your flywheel off, and the governor, it sits back in the top corner up there. And to get it out, what you need to do, the end of the shaft, that little shaft on the end, that used to be sticking out right there. So you would take your punch and punch it out. Hit it, give it a good hard smack with a hammer, and your whole gear will pop right out. And once your gear pops out, there's going to be a little washer sitting back there. Make sure to get that out, or else that can fall on your engine. Because usually that's still sticking on there with some oil, so make sure you get that out. Now, after you've done that, you need to remove your governor arm. To remove the governor arm, that would be right up there. It's going to be a black arm with a bend down in here, and it would go and push on this. And that's how the governor gear would control your throttle, because it would push on the arm, and the arm controls the throttle. So, to get that out, there's going to be a little pin up here. Pull the pin out. And then, if you're leaving your piston in, you'll need to hacksaw it off at the top here so you can just pull it out the bottom. Because if the piston and the rod and the crankshaft are in, there won't be enough room to get it out. So hacksaw the top off, then you can pull it out. But if everything's out from the inside, just pull the pin, it'll slide right out and take off the governor arm on the top, and then you're good. Now let's talk about sealing up the holes. To seal up the holes, you can buy, I think it's a 1/4 inch self-tapping nut. I actually tapped these holes. I had some extra nuts laying, or bolts laying around, so I just tapped them and put them in. And I used a little bit of black RTV to seal them off. Ultra black, withstands about 400 degrees. Use some of that to seal it off. Tap the hole, put a little bit on, tighten it up, you're good to go. Do the same up there, a little bit of black RTV, tighten up, you're good. And I also removed my oil sensor. You can get a bolt, a copper washer. You'll need to tap this hole. And you can cut that off if you want, but you really don't need to, because it's not going to touch anything inside your engine. If it contacts the crankshaft or the connecting rod, you're going to need to cut it, but I checked, it's not interfering with anything, so I'm just going to leave it. You can also put a little bit of black RTV behind there if you want. Just tighten it down till it spits out, make it nice and snug, and then you can wipe off the excess. And once you have all that done, you can just connect a direct throttle from your throttle lever right to your carburetor butterfly. And after you do that, don't just full throttle it and punch it, because there's no governor then. You could blow your engine. Just be careful with it. Do this at your own risk. It can be kind of potentially dangerous, so do it at your own risk, as I said. Thanks for watching. That's how you remove and plug the holes. Thanks. Make sure to subscribe and like.